Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hustedde Gymnasium at Gibault Catholic High School for tonight's matchup between the Roxana Shells and your Gibault Lady Hawks. Please rise as we pray. God our Father, you have created us to strive for the best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans strength to pursue excellence during this event and in all that we do. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. And finally, we pray for your grace, that you provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son. Amen. And now please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Gibault Jr., Hope Chambers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Roxana Shells. Junior guard, number 4, Ava Cherry. Freshman guard, number 14, Josie Brannon. Junior guard, number 22, Kylie Sladen. Junior forward, number 23, Tatum Shaw. And junior guard, number 24, Daisy Darty. The Shells are coached by Mike Arbuthnot, assisted by Jordan Brannon, Bob Brown, and Emily Dupich. And now for your Gibault Lady Hawks. Sophomore guard, number 15, Olivia Biffer. Junior center, number 34, Hope Chambers. Junior forward, number 12, Carmen Groman. Senior guard, number 13, Claire Higgerson. And senior guard, number 32, Camille Groman. Hawks are coached by Barry Parks and assisted by Tim Parks. The officials for tonight's contest are Brent Dudek, Don Kipper, and Kevin Tenyus.
Good evening and welcome to Father Edwin H. Hustedde Gymnasium on the campus of Gibault Catholic High School on the west side of beautiful Waterloo, Illinois. With Maggie Malone in the production booth, I am Kurt Pullman. The Gibault Lady Hawks take Dennis Reeder court tonight against the Roxana Shells. After last Saturday's loss to East Alton Wood River, Gibault's record sits at 10-7, while their opponent sports a .500 record at 8-8. Looking at Roxana's roster, they have no seniors and one sophomore. The rest is comprised of juniors and freshmen. The tip is controlled by nobody, held ball. So no control, we're going to have a re-jump. So 2 new girls jumping. It's going to be Camille Groman for the Hawks. And Kaylee Slayton for the Shells. And the tip is controlled by Roxana. Doherty hands off to Ava Cherry at the top. Cherry goes left, picks up her dribble, passes it to Josie Brandon, to Daisy Doherty, who drives right. Back to Brandon. Brandon turns the ball over. Stolen by Hope Chambers. Down to Carmen Groman, who puts up a shot and is fouled.
Roxana foul number 22, Kylie Slayton.
So Kylie Slayton of the Shells with the first foul of the game.
Carmen Groman at the line for the Hawks.
Carmen Groman misses her first free throw. Steps up for her second. It's up and she swishes that one. 1-0 Hawks. Ava Cherry handles the ball for the Shells. To Tatum Shaw inside and stolen again by the Lady Hawks. As Camille Groman brings it up for Gibault. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Cherry. Possession will stay with Gibault. Ball will be taken out by Claire Higgerson. Higgerson inbounds to Camille Groman into Hope Chambers. To Carmen Groman, who goes baseline. And the Hawks are called for a lane violation. I believe that's the first one of those I've called this year. So Roxana brings the ball up. Ava Cherry. Near half court, gives it to Kylie Slayton. Slayton back to Cherry. To the right wing to Slayton, who drives to the middle lane. Pops it down to Shaw for the shot, no good. Rebound Slayton. Back out to the top of the key. The shot by Doherty misses.
Roxana basket number 23, Tatum Shaw.
So Tatum Shaw gives Roxana their first 2 points. Hawk shot is off the mark. Here come the Shells. Slayton to Cherry on the left wing. Goes back across the court to Brandon. Brandon bounced past the Cherry. Now she's on right wing. Brings it back to the top of the key to Slayton. Slayton drives into the lane. She's going to get a blocking foul. And that's Carmen Groman.
Gibault foul number 12, Carmen Groman.
So 2-1 Roxana, 5:44 to go in the first quarter. Slayton to Cherry. Back to Slayton at the top of the key. To Tatum Shaw, drives into the middle of the lane. Dishes to Daisy Doherty, to Slayton. Long three-pointers off the back of the rim. Rebound, Tatum Shaw, another three-pointer. Rebounded by Claire Higgerson for the Hawks. She hands it off to Camille Groman, who crosses the timeline and sets up the offense for Gibault. Olivia Biffer back to Groman. To Carmen Groman, who drives baseline straight to the hoop, puts up the shot, and it's good.
Gibault basket number 12, Carmen Groman.
Hawks now lead by 1, 3-2. Cherry to Brandon. To Slayton to Cherry. And Tatum Shaw is going to get called for the travel. Turnover Shells. Hope Chambers takes it out in front of her bench. 4:40 to go, first quarter. Camille Groman drives it down the lane. Out to Claire Higgerson. Baseline jumpers off the rim. Rebound by Roxana. Brought up the floor quickly by Brandon. Passes out to Slayton. Back to Brandon. And the ball goes off Roxana, out of bounds. Turnover. 4th one for the Shells. And with 4:21 to go in the first quarter, Roxana takes a timeout. Hawks are up 3-2. So Gibault ball. Camille Groman to lead the charge up the floor. Dishes to Carmen Groman. Back to Meal, goes off her hands and out of bounds. Second turnover for the Hawks. Cherry looks to start the offense for Roxana. Bounce past the Doherty. She loses the handle to Chambers, who gives the Camille Groman, who brings it up the floor. Foul's going to be called on the floor. No shot.
Roxana foul number 14, Josie Brandon.
Foul's on Josie Brandon of the Shells. Her first. Team second in the quarter. 3:43 to go in the first quarter. Ball's inbounded to Chambers. Passes it to Olivia Biffer. She drives to the low post. Out to Higgerson, who puts up a shot. It's blocked. Here come the Shells. Brandon brings it up to Doherty. To Slayton, who drives a lane to Cherry for 3. It's off the rim. Rebound, Olivia Biffer. Biffer brings it up the right side. Dishes to Carmen Groman, who hands it to Camille Groman. Down low to Higgerson. Higgerson looks for the shot. It's blocked. Blocked by Brandon. She brings it up the floor. Pulls up for an 18-footer, and it falls.
Roxana basket number 14, Josie Brandon.
4-3, Roxana. Carmen Groman tiptoes down the sideline. She puts up a shot. It's no good. So we got a held ball. That's going to stay.
Gibault possession on the held ball.
Down on Gibault's end. Camille Groman to inbound. To Claire Higgerson. Higgerson with a 3. Off the rim. Cherry with the rebound. Tries to go up the floor. But picked up by Higgerson. Carmen Groman to Camille Groman. To Higgerson. Higgerson looks baseline. Pulls up her dribble. Gets it back out to Carmen Groman, who uses the pick by her sister. Puts up the layup, and it's good.
Gibault basket number 32, Camille Groman.
Camille Groman makes a 5-4 Hawks with 2:05 to go in the first. Brandon drives lane out the Cherry to Shaw, who puts up the shot, a 3-pointer, and it's good.
Roxana basket number 23, Tatum Shaw.
The first 3-pointer of the game makes it 7-5 Roxana. Carmen Groman takes the feed from her sister. Ball goes out of bounds on Roxana, and Maggie Altus will come into the game for Olivia Biffer. Higgerson inbounds underneath the basket. Groman, Altus to Higgerson for 3. In and out. Ball goes off Roxana, out of bounds. Hawks retain possession underneath their own bucket. Higgerson looking for an inbound pass. Gets it out to Chambers near the top of the key. To Altus. Altus drives left, takes it to the low post, and then throws it away. There's got to be a blocking foul. Carmen Groman.
Gibault foul number 12, Carmen Groman.
That's her second, team second. It's probably going to give her some time on the bench with those 2 fouls. Natalie Kalametz will come into the game for Roxana with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Ava Cherry to Daisy Doherty to Brannon to Sladen. Doherty to Cherry. Cherry drives to the free throw line. Pops it out. Long 3. Glances off the rim and out of bounds. Hawks ball with 1:01 to go, first quarter. Kylie Sladen picks up Groman, giving her a little pressure as she crosses half court. Ball to the top of the key. Chambers. Chambers to Altus. Altus to Natalie Kalametz. She drives left. Passes it out to Chambers. Back to Kalametz. 36 to go. Kalametz drives the lane. Tries to put up a shot, but she's going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Roxana foul number 14, Josie Brandon.
Josie Brandon with the foul for Roxana. That's her second. Puts Kalametz at the line. She makes her first one.
At the line, the Hawks.
Peyton Kalametz checks in for Camille Groman. Brandon to the bench for Roxana is Natalie Kalametz with her second. Also good. That ties the game at 7. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. The ball goes inside to Leah Newton. Ends up in a held ball. Possession stays with Roxana with 26.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cherry inbounds to Tatum Shaw. She drives to the lane, puts up the shot off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Cherry gets it to Doherty. Doherty drives left, out to Cherry. Cherry drives to the middle of the lane. Over to Tatum Shaw. Shaw to Newton baseline. 3-pointer by Doherty is good.
Roxana basket number 24, Daisy Doherty.
So time runs out on the Hawks in the first quarter. The 3-pointer by Doherty gives Roxana a 10-7 lead after 1. Little Lady Hawks will have first possession of the second quarter. Down 3 to the Shells of Roxana. Chambers gets the ball into Higgerson. Higgerson drives through the lane, puts up the shot. It's blocked. Carmen Groman ends up with the ball, but steps on the out-of-bounds line. Turns the ball over to Roxana, where Ava Cherry will bring it up to Tatum Shaw. Shaw to Sladen to Cherry. Into Shaw. Back out to Cherry for 3. No good. Strong board. Strong rebound attempt by
Roxana
Chambers, but
possession
it
on
ends
the
up in a
held
held ball. Possession, Roxana. Cherry looks to throw the ball in. Ends up in the hands of Shaw. Puts up the shot. No good. Ball goes off of Claire Higgerson's hands and out of bounds. Roxana will take it again underneath their own basket. Maggie Altus to enter the game for Claire Higgerson. Ava Cherry gets the ball in. Close call on the over and back. But Sladen handles the ball. Dishes it to Shaw, gives it to Cherry to Leah Newton. Back to Sladen. Sladen to Cherry. Cross court to Shaw. Shaw to Newton. To Doherty, long 3. Glances off the rim. Rebound. Camille Groman. Cross court to Carmen Groman. He's going to get the bucket and the blocking foul.
Gibault basket was by Carmen Groman and a foul. The Roxana foul was number 24, Daisy Doherty.
So Carmen Groman looks to tie the game at 10 with this free throw. 6:58 to go in the first half. Groman off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Altus. Biffer drives left side. Goes to the floor, but does get rid of the ball to Chambers. To Camille Groman. Running layup into the lane. She goes down. Ball goes off Roxana out of bounds. Hawks ball under the bucket. Camille Groman inbounds to Altus. The ball is turned over. Cherry to Roxana. To Doherty. Rebound, Shaw. And then a three-pointer by Sladen.
Roxana basket, number 22, Kylie Slayton.
(13-9) Roxana. Another missed shot by the Hawks. Here comes Sladen again. To Shaw, who makes a 3.
Roxana basket, number 23, Tatum Shaw.
And just like that, the Hawks are down 7, 16-9, with 5:53 to go in the half. Carmen Groman brings it down the center lane. Bounce pass to Chambers inside. She's going to get fouled.
Roxana foul, number 23, Tatum Shaw.
So the foul's on Tatum Shaw will put Hope Chambers at the line for 2 free throws. First one's good.
Hope Chambers at the line for the Hawks.
And Chambers' second is up. Rebound Altus gets it out to Carmen Groman to Camille Groman. Long 3 for Olivia Biffers off the back of the rim. Cherry with the rebound for Roxana. Shells hustled on the floor. Cherry to Sladen in the corner. She goes baseline, out to Cherry. Another 3. That's going to produce a long rebound. Tipped out by Groman, but it's in the hands of Doherty. Doherty goes to the right side to Shaw. Shaw to Sladen to Cherry. To Newton. To the top again. Doherty into Newton. Newton Out the Shaw, puts up the shot, no good. And Shaw's going to get called for the foul, going over the back.
Roxana foul, number 23, Tatum Shaw.
That's Tatum Shaw's second foul, third for the Shells this quarter. So Hawks down 6, 16-10. Camille Groman drives the lane, tries to put up a shot, but ends up losing the ball. And the ball's taken the length of the floor by Daisy Doherty for 2.
Daisy Doherty. Full Gibault timeout.
So down by 8, Barry Parks calls timeout for the Gibault Hawks. It's 18-10 Shells with 4:46 to go in the first half. Four threes and 3 twos give Roxana their 18 points. And they have shown that they are not afraid to shoot the threes. So Hawks ball. Camille Groman hands off to Carmen Groman. She brings it back around to the top of the key. Goes left side, hands off to Olivia Biffer. Biffer drives, 8-footer. It's no good. Battle for the ball ends up in the hands of Ava Cherry. She's going to try to run it down the floor, but she gets blocked by Camille Groman. Doherty to Sladen for 3. No good. Good board by Camille Groman. She's going to bring it up right side. She's going to try to take it straight to the hole. She puts up a shot. Too strong. Rebound, Shaw. Shaw gives it to Doherty. Shells running the floor well. Cherry to Brannon. Back to Cherry, who's going to set it up at the top again. 3:43 to go in the first half. Ava Cherry bounce pass to Doherty to Cherry. Open 3. A little strong. Higgerson with the rebound. Camille Groman to Carmen Groman. To Higgerson for 3. Short. Altus gets the rebound. Higgerson again. Banks one home.
Gibault basket number 13, Claire Higgerson.
Higgerson's first points of the game makes it 18-12 Roxana. Cherry handles the ball out front with 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Groman forces her to make a play. To Doherty. Doherty drives through the lane. Out to Sladen. Sladen to the free throw line. First shot was rebounded by Shaw. Ends up in the hands of Carmen Groman. She's going to try to hustle the length of the floor. She puts up the shot, and she's going to be fouled on it. She's going to go back to the line. Fouls on
Roxana foul
Ava Cherry.
Ava Cherry.
It's Ava Cherry's first foul. The team's fourth for the quarter. Carmen Groman at the stripe makes their first one.
Carmen Groman at the line for the Hawks.
And Kellemetz checks in for Biffer for the Hawks. Carmen Groman second. Is a little strong. Maggie Altus with a nice offensive board. Out to Kelemets. Kelemets drives into the lane to Higgerson. Higgerson to Camille Groman. She puts up the shot. No good. Altus with the rebound.
Oh, basket.
And she's going to go to the stripe after making those two.
Altus and a foul. Roxana foul was number 14, Josie Brandon.
So Josie Brandon gets her third foul. Here with 2:27 to go in the first half. Altus trying to get the Hawks within 2. Her free throw's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Ava Cherry. Cherry kicks it out to Sladen. Sladen to Gianna Stasi. And the shot by Doherty's too strong. Rebound Higgerson. And Camille Groman slows it down with a little over 2 minutes to go. Hawks down 18-15. Camille Groman bounce pass to Carmen Groman for 2.
Gibault basket number 12, Carmen Groman.
So Hawks down 1 now, 18-17. Cherry with the shot. She's got to be fouled.
Gibault foul number 32, Camille Groman.
Camille Groman's first foul will put Cherry at the line.
Ava Cherry at the line for the Shells.
So substitutions for both teams before Cherry's second offering at the free throw line. It misses as well. The ball's going to go off of Maggie Altus's hands and out of bounds. Minute 43 to go. Second quarter. Roxana taking the ball out underneath her own bucket. Ava Cherry looks to get it in. Sladen to Cherry for 3.
Roxana basket number 4, Ava Cherry.
Hawks down 4 now, 21-17 with a minute 24 to go in the second quarter. Altus dribbling around the top. Inside to Kelemets. To Carmen Groman. She brings it to the lane. Drives to the left side. She's going to end up with a layup.
Gibault basket number 12, Carmen Groman.
Hawks within 2 again. Doherty out to Cherry for 3. No good. Carmen Groman with the board. She's got to bring it up the floor. Slows it down. Gives it to her sister, Camille Groman. 44 seconds left. Groman goes up for the shot.
Roxana foul number 22, Kylie Sladen.
Kylie Sladen's second foul will put Camille Groman at the line for 2. He makes the first.
Camille Groman at the line for the Hawks.
Mia Skinner checks in for Roxana as Camille Groman tries to tie the game here with this free throw. Can't do it. Rebound, Gianna Stasi. Gives it to Cherry. Cherry to Stasi. Stasi, Doherty, who's going to set up the offense again at the top. 26 seconds to go. She dribbles the ball off of Kelemets' foot, and she's the last one to touch as it goes out of bounds. That turnover will give the Hawks the ball with 22.8 seconds. Higgerson comes in for Kelemets. Biffer comes in for Altus. So Hawks looking to take the lead with 22.8 to go. They're only down 1. Carmen Groman on the right side. Goes inside to Higgerson. Higgerson Gets the shot off. Too strong. Rebound. Chambers misses. Gets her own rebound. Misses again. Rebound ends up in the hands of Daisy Doherty. She goes for the full court shot. Ends up a bit short. Well, as we go into halftime, the Hawks trailing the Roxana Shells 21-20. So, Gibault will begin the second half with the ball. Their leading scorer is Carmen Groman with 9, while Tatum Shaw leads the Shells with 8. Camille Groman goes inside to Carmen Groman, who can't get the bucket to fall. Here come the Shells. Doherty to Cherry. She's too strong on her layup. Rebound Shaw. But the three-pointer is
Roxana
made
basket,
by
number 22,
Sladen.
Kylie Sladen.
Makes it 24-20 Shells. Higgerson drives baseline. She tried to dish, but drug her foot for the travel. 6th turnover for the Hawks. Sladen goes to the left side. Hands off to Doherty. Doherty drives the center lane. Dishes back out to Cherry for the 3. Good.
Roxana basket, number 4, Ava Cherry.
Roxana's been hitting a lot of threes, and it shows on the board as they got the Hawks 27-20 now. Camille Groman puts up a quick shot, and it's good for
Gibault
2.
basket, number 32, Camille Groman.
Sladen to Brannon to Cherry. Out to Sladen. Over to Shaw. Shaw banks home a 3.
Roxana basket, number 23, Tatum Shaw.
That's 3 threes already. There's less than 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. 30-22. Shells over the Hawks. Higgerson has trouble in the corner. She tries to get the ball to Camille Groman, but it's knocked out of bounds by Sladen. Carmen Groman now with the ball for the Hawks up at the top. Groman's going to get fouled on the floor on the reach by Ava Cherry.
Roxana foul, number 4, Ava Cherry.
That's Cherry's second. Camille Groman drives the lane. Tries to get a shot off. Is fouled on it. She goes to the floor. She's okay. She's going to go to the line. The foul's on Josie Brannon. That's Brannon's 4th. Groman's first is too
Roxana
long.
foul was number 14, Josie Brannon. At the line for the Hawks, Camille Groman.
Camille Groman's second. It's also off the mark. Rebound by Brannon to Sladen. Sladen gives the backdoor cut to Doherty, who makes the bucket.
Roxana basket, number 24, Daisy Doherty.
32-24 Shells, and now Hawks throw it away for their 7th turnover. Makes Coach Parks call a full timeout. His Lady Hawks are down 10, 32-22 with 5:38 to go in the third. Looking through the scorebook, I see Roxana has 8 threes in this game. 8 threes and 4 twos. That's their 32 points. Brandon inbounds the ball. Doherty hands it off to Cherry. Cherry brings back up top, sets up the offense. She goes to the left side. Doherty tries driving to the basket. It's going to be fouled on the floor by Camille
Gibault
Groman.
fouls number 32, Camille Groman.
Her second. That's Gibault's first foul this quarter. Cherry to inbound. Gets it into Doherty. Cherry to Slayton. Slayton to Tatum Shaw. Back to Cherry. Slayton on right wing. Brings it back to the top. Doherty to Cherry. Another 3 for the Shells. That's Tatum Shaw.
Tatum Shaw.
(35-22) Shells. Kelamet's now handling the ball. She's going to be fouled by number 24, Daisy Doherty.
Roxana foul number 24, Daisy Doherty.
And Doherty's second, team's third. Carmen Groman inbounds to Hope Chambers, to Maggie Altus. Altus bounces it over to Carmen Groman. Carmen back to Kelemets, to Camille Groman. Groman drives it to the lane, spins around, goes out to Carmen Groman. The pass is too strong. Carmen can't reach it. He goes out of bounds. Turnover, Hawks. 4:15 to go in the third. Hawks down 35-22. Cherry inbounds to Doherty. Doherty run into by Camille Groman. It's going to be her
Gibault
third.
foul number 32, Camille Groman.
I think the Hawks are showing a little bit of frustration in the fact that they can't do anything to stop Roxana from hitting these threes. Brannon to Cherry. Cherry picks up her dribble. Slayton. Slayton brings it to the free throw line. Out to Doherty. Long three is off the rim. No good. Rebound Altus. He gives it to Carmen Groman. To Camille Groman. 3:43 left in the third quarter. Carmen Groman inside to Hope Chambers, who travels. Peyton Kalamets checks in for Camille Groman. Hawks down 35-22. Inbound comes to Cherry. He crosses the half court. She travels. A solid defense by Carmen Groman. Forces that turnover. Kalamets to Peyton Kalamets. She puts up a quick shot. So holding
Roxana
foul on Leah Newton.
Number 31, Leah Newton.
Peyton Kalamets to Groman to Natalie Kalamets to Peyton. Back out to Natalie. Natalie is going to get caught traveling. And that's the 10th turnover for the Lady Hawks, who are down 35-22 with 3:16 to go in the third quarter. The inbound comes to Cherry. Cherry being guarded by Kalamets. Out to Shaw. Long three-pointer is off the front of the rim. Finally a miss by the Shells. Peyton Calumetz brings it down to Altus, to Carmen Groman, to Natalie Calumetz. Natalie Calumetz drives to the free throw line, tries to get it to Chambers, goes off a foot and back out to the wing. And now an over and back call is going to be another turnover for the Hawks. Hawks shooting themselves in the foot, trying to get back into this game. Claire Higgerson comes in for Natalie Calumetz. Josie Brandon inbounds to Ava Cherry. To Daisy Doherty. Doherty drives to the lane, dishes it to Cherry. Out to Sladen. Sladen to Shaw, to Doherty. 15-footer, it's good.
Roxana basket, number 24, Daisy Doherty.
37-22 Shells. Carmen Groman drives to the lane, puts up a shot, and it's good.
Gibault basket, number 12, Carmen Roman.
3 by Brandon's no good. Fight for the rebound ends up in Cherry's hands. To Brandon, long 3. It's no good. And we're going to have a held ball. That possession will fall to Roxana. Roxana has the lead, 37-24. Minute 48 to go in the third. Ball comes into Daisy Doherty. Takes it down low. Shot goes up.
Roxana basket, number 23, Tatum Shaw.
Rebounded by Tatum Shaw, who makes a 2-point bucket. Makes it 39-24 Shells. Carmen Groman out to Peyton Calumetz. She puts up a shot off the front of the rim. No good. It's going to go off of Tatum Shaw of Roxana. Hawks ball underneath the bucket. Leah Newton checks in for the Shells for Josie Brannon. Higgerson inbounds to Chambers, to Maggie Altus. Altus brings it back to the top of the key to Chambers. Chambers picks up the dribble to Carmen Groman. Baseline to Higgerson. Higgerson to the free throw line, back out to Carmen Groman. She's going to drive it. Nothing happening. She tries to bring it back out, tries it again. Door's still closed to Higgerson for 3. And it goes off the board out of bounds. Roxana ball. 59.1 seconds to go in the third. Hawks down 39-24. Hawks showing full court pressure. Roxana breaks it. Kaylee Sladen for Roxana. Brings it back out. 48 seconds now to go in the third. Sladen, left side of the court. To Doherty. Doherty brings it around the right side. Picks up her dribble. To Cherry. Cherry backs out to almost half court. There's 31 seconds to play with now. She brings it left side to Sladen. Sladen to Doherty. Doherty to Cherry. 13 seconds to go. Cherry tries driving home, but she loses the handle on it. It's picked up by Peyton Calumetz. She's going to try to go the length of the floor and dish, but it gets stolen as time runs out. We head into the fourth quarter. Roxana 39, Gibault 24. So Roxana dumps in 18 points in the third quarter to give them a 15-point cushion at 39-24. With 8 minutes to go, Gibault is going to start off with possession here in the fourth. Camille Groman renders the game, handles the ball for the Lady Hawks. She drives to the free throw line, goes cross court to Olivia Biffer. Biffer down in the corner, has it knocked away by Doherty. Biffer to inbound at the end of her own bench. Ball ends up in the hands of Doherty. Another turnover for the Hawks. Doherty brings it out. Pass to Brandon to Ava Cherry, who's handled the ball most of the time for the Shells. Goes back to Brandon. Brandon to Doherty. To Cherry. To Sladen. Inside shot's no good. Rebound off of Tatum Shaw with the Shells. Hawks ball. Camille Groman brings the ball up the floor for Gibault. To Carmen Groman. To Camille Groman. Goes off her hands, picked up by Claire Higgerson. Higgerson drives baseline, tries to get a shot off, no good. Rebound, Tatum Shaw. Gives it to Brandon. Brandon out to Doherty. Doherty to Sladen. Kylie Sladen, top of the key to Cherry. Back to Doherty. Doherty to Brandon to Cherry. Cherry drives baseline, pops a shot, and it's good.
Roxana basket, number 4, Ava Cherry.
First 2 points of the fourth quarter go to Roxana. They now lead 41-24. 6:15 to go in the game. Camille Groman to Chambers. To Biffer, left wing. Top to Carmen Groman, who drives into the lane and puts up a 2 and sinks it.
Gibault basket, number 12, Carmen Groman.
41-26 now. Tatum Shaw to Josie Brannon. Brannon drives the lane, goes in for the layup. An easy 2 for her.
Roxana basket, number 14, Josie Brannon.
Carmen Groman drives the lane, splits up a shot, and is fouled.
Roxana foul, number 22, Kylie Sladen.
Foul's going to be on Kylie Sladen. That's going to be her third. Groman to the line. First one's no good.
Camille Groman at the line for the Hawks.
Substitutions for the Lady Hawks as Groman steps up to the stripe for her second. It is also no good. A rebound, Shaw. Shaw to Doherty. Full timeout called by Coach Mike Arbuthnot of Roxana. His Shells are up 43-26 with 5:26 to go. Earlier this year, these two teams, played to 4 overtimes. But Roxana's sitting comfortable now, up 17, 43-26, with 5:26 to go in the game. And on top of that is their ball. Sladen being guarded by Carmen Groman. Hands it off to Cherry. To Shaw. Brannon drives to the lane. Out to Cherry. Cherry brings it back out front. To Brannon. Over to Sladen. To Shaw. Doherty now. To Sladen. Roxana showing good ball possession, good dribbling skills, ball handling skills. It's going to be a foul on the floor on Camille Groman, I believe.
Gibault foul number 32, Camille Groman.
That's Camille Groman's 4th. Ball is inbounded to Doherty. She drives baseline, puts up a shot and makes it.
Roxana basket number 24, Daisy Doherty.
Biffer for the Hawks, long 3, no good. Battle for the rebound goes off of Doherty of Roxana. Hawks ball underneath the bucket. Carmen Groman to inbound with 4.5 minutes to go. Camille Groman to Peyton Kelemetz to Olivia Biffer. Biffer drives the lane. Tries to get it out to Carmen Groman, but she throws it away. Doherty now handles the ball out front for Roxana. Over to Sladen. Sladen to Brannon. To Doherty. To Cherry. Cherry drives lane. Pops it out to Shaw. Shaw to Brannon. To Cherry. Drives baseline. Tries to pass it through, but it gets knocked out of bounds by Carmen Groman with 3:51 to play. Shaw inbounds to Sladen. To Cherry. Doherty over to Brannon. Brannon hands it to Natalie Kelemetz. It goes in for the left-handed layup.
Gibault basket number 3, Natalie Kelemetz. Timeout, Gibault.
So Coach Parks calls the timeout with 3:35 to go. His Hawks are still down 45-28. With Natalie Kelemetz making that layup, it's going to be Roxana's ball. They'll be facing full court pressure by the Lady Hawks, and it works. Carmen Groman with the steal, and then foul.
Roxana foul number 22, Kylie Sladen.
Kylie Sladen with the foul. It's going to be her 4th. But only the team's 2nd this quarter, so we're not free throws yet. The inbound comes to Camille Groman to Kelemetz, back to Camille Groman. She goes cross court to Olivia Biffer, puts up a 3, and it goes.
Gibault basket number 15, Olivia Biffer.
The Hawks' first 3 cuts the lead to 45-31 for Roxana. Sladen, cross court. Brannon, who's going to be held. By
Gibault
Camille
foul
Groman,
number
who's going to
32,
foul
Camille
out of this
Groman.
game. Camille Groman fouls out with 5 points. Her fouling out's only the second team foul. And a long inbounds pass goes into the hands of Josie Brandon, who
Roxana
makes a
basket,
layup.
number 14, Josie Brandon.
It makes the score 47-31. Ball tries to go inside, but it's stolen by Tatum Shaw. Turnover 15 for the Hawks. Cherry to Shaw. Shaw to Brandon. Tries to drive into the line, loses control. Carmen Groman tries to get a shot off. She's going to be fouled by Daisy Doherty.
Roxana foul, number 24, Daisy Doherty.
Carmen Groman's going to go to the line, and I see a lot of missed free throws on the score sheet for the Hawks. Not this time.
Carmen Groman at the line for the Hawks.
As Carmen Groman makes her first one. Carmen's second is also good. That makes it 47-33 Roxana as Molly Steibel checks into the game for Claire Higgerson. Lady Hawks still with the full court press. Brandon to Sladen. Sladen back out to Brandon for three. Off the board. The rebound, Kelemetz, who, if she wouldn't have thrown away, probably would have gotten called for the travel as she lost control of the ball. 2:13 to go in the game. Hawks down 14. Brandon goes up the floor to Doherty. Doherty tries to get a shot off, but she's going to be fouled.
Gibault foul, number 15, Olivia Biffer.
Olivia Biffer's first foul will send Daisy Doherty to the line for Roxana.
Daisy Doherty at the line for the Shells.
Leah Newton and Josie James check in for the Roxana Shells. Doherty's second one also falls. That makes the score 49-33 with just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Carmen Groman dishes to Natalie Kelemetz, to Peyton Kelemetz, who drives, puts up the shot. No good. She almost had her own rebound, but ends up in the hands of Doherty, who tracks down the ball. Being hounded by Carmen Groman. Carmen Groman manages to knock the ball out of bounds, stopping the clock at 1:40. Ava Cherry is going to look to inbound for the Shells. Right next to her coach. She gets it in to Kylie Sladen. Sladen to Leah Newton. Leah Newton feeds a cutting Cherry, who can't make the layup. Carmen Groman with the rebound. She's going to bring it up the floor for the Hawks. She's going to go in for the layup and makes it.
Gibault basket, number 12, Carmen Groman.
49-35, and a quick turnover. The ball goes off the hands of Haley Schlemmer. Higgerson back into the game for Molly Steibel. 1:17 to go. Hawks down 14. Biffer gets the ball into Natalie Kelemetz. She picks up her dribble and throws the ball into the hands of Kylie Sladen, but she couldn't handle it cleanly. And the Hawks retain possession with 1:13 to go now. Higgerson inbounds to Peyton Kelemetz. She's going to drive the lane, put up a shot. No good. Carmen Groman can't get through the rebound. Doherty controls it for Roxana. And she's got to get run into by Carmen Groman.
Gibault foul, Number 12,
It's
Carmen
Roman's
Groman.
third, team's fourth. 60 seconds to go in the game. Cherry inbounds to Leah Newton. To Cherry, who drives baseline. She's too strong with the layup. It's going to go off of Cherry out of bounds. Gibault Hawks ball with an even 55 seconds to go now. And they're down 49-35. Higgerson inbounds to Groman, to Kelemetz. Crosses half court. Gets to Olivia Biffer, who dishes to Groman, who cuts to the basket. Too strong with the layup. Rebound Cherry. She's got to get run into by Natalie Kelemetz. That's Gibault's fifth foul this
Gibault
quarter.
fouls
It's
number
going to
3,
send
Natalie
Cherry to the
Kelemetz.
line.
Ava Cherry going to the line for the Shells.
Cherry steps up to the line with 42.1 seconds to go in the game. And Cherry's first is a little long. Steibel checks into the game for Claire Higgerson. Cherry's second free throw falls, giving Roxana a 50-35 lead with 36 seconds to go. Carmen Groman hands it to Kelemetz, who loses that handle. Ava Cherry now with the ball. To Sladen. Sladen to Newton, who goes in for the reverse layup and gets it to fall.
Roxana basket, number 31, Leah Newton.
Newton's first 2 points of the game makes it 52-35 with 5 seconds to go. Hawks looks like they're going to concede the end of this game. And they will fall by the final score of 52-35. We'll wrap it up here in a minute.
Congratulations to both teams on a well-played game, and good luck as you head towards your postseason. Thanks to your support of high school athletics, and please drive home safely. Remember, alert today, alive tomorrow.
The Hawks had no response to the three-point shooting of Roxana and fall by the final score 52-39. Leading the way scoring-wise for Gibault was Carmen Groman, who tallied 18. The point leader for the visiting Shells was Tatum Shaw, who had 16. On the docket next for the girls is a road game at Steelville on Tuesday. Our next YouTube broadcast will be next Thursday, January 23rd, when the girls from Althoff make a visit. For Maggie Malone, up in the Hawks Nest, I am Kurt Pullman signing off. Gibault Catholic High School appreciates your support. Stay warm, everybody.